Hello, grade 7 students! Welcome and have fun learning in our video lesson on appropriate reading strategies with focus on skimming and scanning found in your learning activity sheet, Quarter 1, Week 7. Be ready! Have a pen and paper with you for your writing activities later. Alright, let's start! My dear grade 7 learners, let me ask you first. Whenever you're reading, do you use reading strategies? If you want to read for information and you have limited time, do you use a reading technique? In this video lesson, I will introduce you to two important reading strategies. The first one is skimming. Skimming means looking at a text or chapter quickly in order to have a general idea of the contents. Another strategy is scanning. To scan is to move your eyes quickly down the page to find the specific detail like a date, name, or word in a text. Here are the steps to do skimming. Number 1, read the first few paragraphs, a few paragraphs in the middle, and the final paragraph of the text, or read the first and last sentence of each paragraph. Number 2, glance through any graphics and their captions. Remember that when you skim a text, you don't read every word, and make sure you read quickly and horizontally. Are the steps clear? Good! Now let's proceed with the steps to do scanning. First step is think where in your text you might find the information you need. Second, check how the information is placed on the page. Look for headings, diagrams, or boxed or highlighted items that might help you find the information. Just like skimming, also remember that when you scan, do not read every word and always read quickly and horizontally. Again, the first step is think where in your text you might find the information you need, and the second is to check how the information is placed on the page. Look for headings, diagrams, or boxed or highlighted items that might help you find the information. Are the steps about skimming and scanning clear to you? Very good! Now we can proceed with our activity. Are you familiar with the crow and the sparrow? If not, let me tell you what those two are. A crow is any of various glossy black birds found in most parts of the world with the exception of southern South America, while a sparrow is any of a number of small, chiefly seed-eating birds. This morning, we are going to read a short story which is entitled The Crow and the Sparrow. Understand carefully the story because you will be answering questions. Do not forget to take note of some important details.
Once upon a time, a sparrow made friends with a crow. One day, when they were hunting for food, the crow spied some red peppers that were spread out on a mat to dry.
Look at those peppers,
said the crow to the sparrow.
Let's see who can eat the most. All right,
answered the sparrow.
then the one who wins will eat the other,
said the crow. The sparrow laughed and agreed, for he thought the crow was joking. Friends do not eat each other. The sparrow ate each pepper fairly, but the crow cheated. For each pepper that he ate, he hid 3 more under the mat without the sparrows seeing.
I've won! Now I'm going to eat you,
said the crow. Then at last, the sparrow realized that the crow was serious.
All right,
He said,
I'll keep my promise. But before you eat me, you must wash your beak, for everyone knows that you're a dirty bird and eat lots of nasty things.
So the crow went to the river and cried,
River, river, give me water to wash my beak, to make myself neat, the sparrow to eat.
The river replied, You want water? Very well, but everyone says you eat nasty things. If you want to wash your beak in my water, you must get a pot to put it in, and then you can have as much water as you like. The crow went to the potter in the village and cried,
Potter, potter, make me a pot to fetch some water, to wash my beak, to make myself neat, the sparrow to eat.
The potter replied, You want a pot? Very well, but I have no clay. Bring me some clay and I'll make you a pot. The crow went to a field and began digging up clay with his beak. The earth said, The whole world knows that you eat rubbish and nasty things. I cannot allow you to dig up my clay unless you use a spade. The crow went to the village blacksmith, who was working on a wheel. The crow said to him,
Blacksmith, blacksmith, make me a spade to dig some clay, to make a pot, to fetch some water, to wash my beak, to make myself neat, the sparrow to eat.
The blacksmith replied, You want a spade? Very well. But you see I have no fire in the forge. If you want to make a spade, you must bring me some fire. The crow went to a farmer's house nearby. The farmer's wife was cooking rice in the courtyard. The crow cried,
Dear farmer's wife, give me fire to make a spade, to dig some clay, to make a pot, to fetch some water, to wash my beak, to make myself neat, the sparrow to eat.
The farmer's wife replied,
You want fire? Very well, but how will you carry it? You can put it on my back,
said the crow. The farmer's wife put the fire on the crow's back, and immediately his feathers burst into flames. The greedy crow was burned to ashes, but the honest sparrow lived to a ripe old age.
How was the story? Did you like it? I hope all of you liked the story and learned something from it. Now, let me see if you really understood the story. In task 1, you will write true if the statement is correct and false if it is incorrect. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper or answer sheet. I will be giving you 5 seconds to answer, and please check your papers honestly. Number 1. The sparrow never thought that the crow was serious about the bet. Again, the sparrow never thought that the crow was serious about the bet. Is it true or false? true? Number 2. The crow cheated because he really wanted to eat the sparrow. Again, for number 2, the crow cheated because he really wanted to eat the sparrow. Is it true or false? Nice! The correct answer is true. Number 3. The river had a valid reason for not giving the crow water. For number 3, the river had a valid reason for not giving the crow water. Is it true or false? Good! The correct answer is true. Number 4. The earth gave clay to the crow, but it was not enough for a pot. Again, for number 4. The earth gave clay to the crow, but it was not enough for a pot. Is it true or false? Excellent! The correct answer is false. And for our last number, number 5, the blacksmith's request for fire from the crow was only an alibi. Again, the blacksmith's request for fire from the crow was only an alibi. Is it true or false? Good! The correct answer is true. Please count the number of the correct answers. Did all of you get a perfect score? I sure hope you did. Now that you know some facts about this story, let us proceed with task 2. You will scan the selection for answers to the following questions. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper or answer sheet. I will give you 10 seconds to answer the questions, and please check your papers honestly. Again, you will scan the selection for answers to the following questions. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper or answer sheet. I will give you 10 seconds to answer the questions, and please check your papers honestly. Number 1. Who are the characters in the story? Which of them is the cheater? Again, for number 1, who are the characters in the story? Which of them is the cheater? Very good! The sparrow and the crow were the characters in the story, and the crow was the one who cheated. For number 2, what was the bet? Again, for number 2, what was the bet? Right! The bet was who can eat the most. Number 3. When did the sparrow realize that the crow meant what he said? Again, for number 3. When did the sparrow realize that the crow meant what he said? crow? 1. Number 4. How did the sparrow save himself? Again, for number 4, how did the sparrow save himself? Great! By asking the crow to wash its beak first. Question number 5. What happened to the crow at the end? Again, what happened to the crow at the end? Excellent! The crow was burned to death. Please count the number of the correct answers. Did all of you get the correct answers? Very good. Are things clear about the story? That's great! I'm sure that you learned something. Did you know now what are the differences between skimming and scanning? I hope that you will use these strategies well. Skimming and scanning are two techniques in reading. It helps save a lot of time reading a lot of information. It also helps to improve the speed of reading. Once we are done with skimming a material or a document, it is easy to scan for particular information in that material or document. For your assessment, skim and scan the advertisement and answer the following questions. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper or answer sheet. I will give you 10 seconds to answer the questions, and please check your paper's honesty. App is a computer industry word that is short for application. It indicates the practical application of computer software that is designed to perform a specific task. A range of convenient apps is now available on mobile phones and other mobile devices around the world. The first question is, how many Android smartphones exist across the globe? Correct! There are 300 million Android smartphones that exist across the globe. Number 2. Which program has over 450,000 apps available? Great! The program that has over 450,000 apps available is Google Play. Number 3. In terms of commercial developers using the App Store, what percentage are Android-based and what percentage are Apple-based? Alright. Android-based is 47%, while Apple-based is 43%. For question number 4, according to the advertisement, how many people use Facebook for Android? How many monthly users does that represent? Very good. 4 out of 5 people use Facebook for Android. For number 5, according to the advertisement, what is the total number of people who access Facebook from their mobile phones? Great! The total number of people who access Facebook from their mobile phone is 350 million. Number 6. How many full-time employees does Instagram have? Correct! Instagram has only 13 full-time employees. For numbers 7 to 10, the question is, why are Android apps amazing? Again, for numbers 7 to 10, why are Android apps amazing? For these items, just pass your answer sheets to your subject teachers and they will be the one to check these. Okay? I hope that you all learned something. This is the end of our session for today, grade 7 learners. Now I know that you can skim and scan texts. Congratulations, and I hope you learned something with me. For your questions and queries, do not hesitate to chat or text your English teacher. Once again, this is Teacher Jessica saying, stay safe, God bless, and good day!